In this tutorial, you'll learn how to activate the clinical classification tagging field. This classification setting refers to the physical exam findings by body system. First, I will show you how to activate the classification tags, then how to customize the term for this field, and then finally how to use the classification tag in the patient record. The classification fields are hidden by default, and if you want to manually use the classification fields, you need to activate them. And here's how you do that. So you click on the settings, and then in the wormed panel on the left-hand side, click on the classification tagging. You'll see some text that talks about the different tags, the different categories of tags, and you'll also see a warning reminding you about editing and deleting custom tags. And then finally, you'll see the show classification fields. So what you want to do is click yes, and then click on Update Classification Settings. As you scroll down, you'll now see a list of all the tags that are used in each category. So if we're going to go to clinical classifications, these are the tags that you'll see. The terminology in all of these tabs are pre-populated with the terms from the Clinical Wildlife Health Initiative. And you can use these terms as is, or you can customize them. The thing to remember about customizing is that your customized term must be assigned to an existing root or leaf node. So for example, if we go down here, let's say physical injury, and this is the root term. So I'm going to click this green child term. And let's say I want to add something like something more specific to distinguish the type of physical injury. So let's say I put in window strike. All I have to do is click enter. And here you can see I can either edit or remove it. Now going back to this warning up here, if you edit a custom term, all the saved terms for your patients with that term will update from the old term to the new term value. And that if you delete a custom term, all saved terms for your patients with that term will be permanently deleted. And that cannot be undone. So be very careful when you're editing or deleting a term. So here I can edit, and maybe I want to check spelling or something. I can just click enter again, or I can remove it. And if I remove it, it's going to warn me, are you sure? If I say okay, then it just goes away. So that's how I customize terms for the clinical classifications. Once you've activated everything and done everything that you wanted to do here, click on the Update Classification Settings. So let's go to a patient record. So let's go to this northern raccoon. And under the Continued Care tab, scroll down to the Diagnosis panel. And here you'll see Clinical Classifications. And here's where you can just start adding tags. So let's say the clinical classification, maybe he had some kind of physical injury. So that's one tag. I could add something else. Maybe he has something that's, he has some kind of non-specific problem, right? So here I can continue to add tags, or I can modify these tags a little bit and either confirm the case. So let's say a physical injury was confirmed, but this kind of non-specific, we're not sure what's going on, maybe that's suspected. So that's going to change the color of the tag so that you can easily distinguish whether something is confirmed or suspected. You can also, if you've decided maybe this non-specific is maybe not important, you could click delete to delete that. And then when you're finished here, Scroll down to the bottom, click Update Patient, and you'll see the clinical classifications tag is there. And that is how you use clinical classification tags in Wormed.